All right, hello and welcome to our email marketing masterclass. Yeah, and I am very excited to have you here on this masterclass. And just to give you a heads up, guys, this might be a longer video. So just hang tight. Kuha ng coffee, ng water, or pause the video in between in order for you to really absorb everything. Pero like I said, it might be longer compared to the other master classes that I usually hindi ko pinapahaba kasi syempre yung momentum nung student baka medyo antukayan ganyan, but this one kasi it's a very detailed masterclass that I'm gonna share with you. And as a gift also, I have invited one guest expert who will be discussing to you about this as well, yung mas may alam more than I can teach you this. But what I can impart for you today is something that I know of about email marketing. And then, like I said, there's a guest expert na mas niche niya to. So, dalawa yung master classes na ma-receive nyo on this specific skill. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss. Okay. All right. So, ano ba yung email marketing? This is actually a lucrative niche. And kung meron akong isang maire-recommenda sa inyo na aralin, masterin, ito ang email marketing more than, well, not more than, but aside from um, social media ads, aside from SEO, aside from Facebook ads or TikTok ads, this one will never go wrong. Kasi lahat ng mga businesses in the world must need an email marketer. Okay, so ibig sabihin kahit saan, even in your own business, even in my business, it's crucial that a business owner must have an email list. And I'm gonna explain that to you in a short while. So ano ba siya? Let's go ahead and define first. Email marketing is a form of marketing that can make your customers on your email list aware of your products, discounts, and services. Ibig sabihin, yung isang business owner, meron siyang email subscribers and we do send marketing using the power of email. So, nakaka-receive, how many of you here have subscribed to any mentor or any product that they have email list? Halimbawa, kahit Lazada and Shopee, right? They do send promotional emails, they do send alert kapag ka 11/11 or 12/12, ganyan, di ba? They give vouchers. O kaya Adidas or Nike or even banks, BDO, BPI, everybody, they promote using email. So I'm sure nakaka-receive kayo ng mga promotions and subscriptions to courses or to any stuff, physical and digital products that you bought or you were interested in. That is the email marketing. Okay, so it's a softer sell to educate your audience on the value of your brand and keep them engaged between purchases. Of course, there is somebody behind the email marketing of these brands, and if that's you, you get a lot of money by doing that. Okay, are you interested? All right, so let's go ahead and discuss first the 9 reasons why this is so important. So just a full disclaimer, I got these 9 reasons from this source, siteseeker.com. It's a very beautiful vlog. As I was researching and preparing this module for you, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy paste the 9 reasons that they said on this blog. So number one, the reason why email marketing is good is because number one, you stay in contact with your audience. So the emails have the ability to keep your customers informed, correct? So they can send you daily or weekly content. So the customers, us, we are all capable of checking our email, right? So kahit naman sa Philippines, sometimes we say na hindi masyadong importante yung email sa Philippines. I once believe in that, no? Just a full disclaimer. So hindi ako, how I wish I started many years ago as well as an email marketer. Pero kasi ako, ang forte ko talaga was Facebook ads. So usually, all my leads are directly coming through Facebook. Wala akong solid na email customer base. But I do have, leads and list, but I did not maximize the power of email. Kasi I thought before that sometimes the customers may not really check emails like in the Philippines. Pero as I grow as a marketer, kailangan pala talaga siya. And um, it's important that you have the list of your subscribers. Later on, we will discuss that. But customers are capable of checking their emails when it's convenient for them. 'Di ba may mobile device naman. In the US, if you will be marketing to the US, a lot of people there are checking their email on their phone. So the good thing about having an email marketing is that your customers can feel that you are thinking about them. Okay? So number two, yun nga, customer reach, you can have it in real time. 50, sorry, what's happening to my 54%. Yan, tongue twister kasi, 54%, tapos may braces pa ako. 54% of all emails were opened on mobile device. Mataas yan. So kahit on the go sila, let's say for example, they're stuck in traffic or they're in a restaurant and they're doing nothing or like killing time, they can check their email, right? So number three, people engage with emails for a long time now. 40 years actually, email has been the form of our communication. Wala pang Facebook, wala pang TikTok, people are already communicating via email. And in fact, according to this vlog site Seeker, over 25% of the sales are attributed to email marketing. Ibig sabihin, people are clicking emails and the sales are coming from the email list. So how good is that, right? Email marketing is so easy to measure as well. That's why you need this. Most email marketing tools offer the ability to track what happened after you send the email. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin to. Pagka-send ng email ng isang marketer, na-identify niya kung ilan yung nagbukas ng email, the open rate, ilan yung nag-click ng link niya, the click-through rate, ilan yung nag-bounce, ilan yung nag-unsubscribe. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. So this where you can track kung successful yung pag-send nung message to the clients or to the customers. Okay? So ikaw as an email marketer, dapat alam mo to dahil inire-report mo to dun sa client mo and you are getting paid for this. It's a high income skill that you must have. Okay, so email marketing, you're able to measure things here. It gives you a better understanding of how your email campaigns are working, alin yung kailangan mong baguhin, alin yung kailangan mong i-adjust. Kind of like in e-commerce and Facebook ads as well. We have split testing, right? Same goes with the emails. You can later on I will show you everything. You can tweak and adjust little things on your email to make it more profitable. Number five, it is affordable. So you can reach a large number of consumers for less than pennies per message. The cost per possible conversion is so low as well with email marketing. So hindi mo kailangan ng malaking budget when you are doing email marketing. Number six reason, it allows for targeted messaging. So meron tayong mga tinatawag na segmenting. Mamaya explain ulit natin. The importance of email marketing when it comes to lead nurturing. So, meron siyang mga iba-ibang levels. Like, ito, bumili. Ito, nag-abandon ng cart. Ito, kailangan pa ng additional follow-up. Yung mga ganyan. So, you can all do that in segmenting your messaging. So, natatarget mo siya. Depende dun sa gusto mong message na sabihin dun sa client. The main idea here is that your potential customers at different stages of the buying cycle, which we will discuss later on. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this is, and trust me, meron kang matututunan talaga sa email marketing when you listen to this webinar. Number seven, email marketing is good because it increases brand awareness. Okay? Possessing a customer or prospect's email address means one thing. Ibig sabihin, they have shown interest in your email. They have subscribed to your list. Whatever you gave them, maybe they purchased a product from you and they entered the information. Maybe they downloaded a free ebook from you or a free report, or you gave them a free gift. That in exchange of that, they were able to log in your your contact details. Ibig sabihin, they have already shown the interest. How else did you get the email? Right? So you must have offered something either for free or for a very cheap price in exchange for their details. So um, after you got that, the email marketing, the power of it is that it gives you the ability to increase that interest level. Kasi pwede ka na mag-market sa kanila over and over again, staying at the top of their minds. Okay? I hope you are getting it. If not, it's okay. Just listen to me and I promise me it will all make sense in the end of this. Okay? Especially dun sa mga bago. Like, this is my first time um, to hear about email marketing. If that is you, just be patient with me. Just listen along. Sometimes you just need to, how do you say this? Watch the video again until it makes sense. Now, may mga videos ako before na pinapanood ko, hindi ko agad naintindihan. There are videos that I did not understand in one sitting. I had to do it again, especially sa Facebook ads. I had to watch it again. So this could be one of those kasi this is another skill that probably you may not develop yet, but you will along the way. Okay, so just listen, just bear with me. Number 8, it's timely. The email marketing strategy can also incorporate seasonal offers. Yun nga, halimbawa, Christmas offers, o kaya 11/11, o kaya 12/12, ganyan. Allowing to promote a special holiday or an annual sale. Be sure to create a sense of urgency for any offer. Okay? And finally, everyone, almost everyone, uses email. According to HubSpot, a HubSpot survey states that 91% of consumers use email. So that's a lot, right? So sometimes in the Philippines, we understand na hindi masyadong nagbubukas yung iba, pero never underestimate as well kasi marami pa rin ang mga Filipinos na nag-check ng email nila. By the end of this course, you will be able to learn and we will discuss number 1, what is email marketing in depth. Number 2, how do you set up the email marketing? Number 3, I'm going to touch base once again on the benefits of email marketing with examples incorporated. A/B testing, the power of split testing, automating your emails, the type of email campaigns that you will use, and how you engage to your new customers. That's why I tell you it's a long version of masterclass. So bear with me, okay? So let's take a look at first, for example, Carla. Yan ang ating example. So si Carla is a brand owner. Okay? So bigyan ko muna kayo ng kwento para mas makarelate kayo. So siya isang owner ng skincare brand. She's not able to convert the leads to the customers. So sabi niya, my customers do sign up on my mailing list but they don't purchase my products. Ayan. So how can I resolve this? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So for example, ang client mo ay si Carla. So Carla turned to you and then she said, help me get more sales. Okay? Kasi yun yung problem niya. So meron siyang, probably she offered like free lotion or free whatever. And then in return, she got the information. However, after that, their customer list are not converting at all. So how can I resolve this? So that's the question. Let's go ahead and do that. Number 1, on email marketing, you must know your audience. Okay? Your email content must be relevant to that audience. Who are you sending this email to? Kapag gumagawa ka ng email, actually, to be honest with you guys, ang email marketing, meron siyang kakambal na copywriting. The copywriting is the ability to sell things using written words. And we're going to discuss that on a separate module. But if you are the email marketer and you are also doing the email, composing the email of the client, it's imperative, it's very useful for you to know some copywriting skills. And one of the things that I'd like to impart with you whenever you write something, okay, and I'm sure that by the time that you will be able to graduate from freelance to freedom, you will write your own emails, okay? One day you will become a brand owner, and when that time comes, these are the foundational skills that I am teaching you right now. So number one is know your audience. Sino yung target market mo? Your email must be relevant to that audience. Hindi ka pwedeng magbasta na lang mag-send ng mga content na hindi relevant. For example, skincare. Okay? So, the customers are buying the skincare product. Hindi ka pwedeng bigla na lang mag-send ng about ibang relating brand na halimbawa bag o kaya travel agency, kasi malilito yung audience, like parang I am subscribed to skincare pero parang iba yung nire-receive ko na email marketing. It has to be relevant to them. And then who are you sending this email to? Look at your audience all the time, okay? Remember, may segmenting tayo mamaya. So sabi ng Statista, this is another website who tracks statistics. 49% of consumers said that they really like to receive promotional emails from their favorite brand. So remember that, okay? Ikaw din, diba? As a consumer, ask yourself now, are you opening promotional emails from your favorite brands? Kapag ka nag-offer ng so sa mga mami, halimbawa, nag-offer ng email ang Promil or what brand of your milk for your babies, o kaya kapag ka nagbukas ng nag-send ng email ang Samsung o kaya ang Mac, ang Apple, do you check them as well? Lalo na pag sinabi nila na may mga 20% off, ganyan, 'di ba? Sometimes we do check. Sa Lazada din, or whatever we consume that we are subscribed to, that's your interest. And how many of you are okay that they are sending you promotional emails? I do. I like them too kasi from time to time, nakakadiskwento tayo, di ba? And sometimes we also learn from the brand themselves. So, yeah. And my subscribers, you guys, on my email list, a lot of you, I would like to thank you, by the way. A lot of you are saying, I really appreciate, Coach, the emails, the personalized emails that you are sending. So I've been replying to hundreds of emails right now. Just before this recording, I was able to send like about 200 emails I replied to. So thank you for that. So that's true, diba? 49% of the consumers, they said that they like to receive promotional emails from their brands. So I'd like to discuss with you at this point the customer life cycle. You need to understand this, guys. This is very important kahit hindi siya sa email marketing, okay? In general, as a marketer, I'm gonna teach you how to market yourself. I'm gonna teach you how you can be really good in this business. And one of that is for you to understand the customer life cycle. Paano tumatakbo ang utak ng isang consumer like you, like me? Okay? So there are 5 stages according to this lesson. Number 1 is awareness. Number 2 is consideration. Number 3 is the purchase. Number 4 is retention. And number 5 is advocacy. We will discuss each and every part of it. Number 1 is awareness. So customers are aware of their problems, and you can tell them how your brand can solve them. So awareness. Ito yung first stage. Alam ni client na meron siyang problema. Okay? So, halimbawa, yung acne kanina, you send an email about acne or skin problems and how your product can solve them. So, si Carla, magsasend siya ng email regarding this skincare that says, my product can prevent pores from getting clogged, cleans out pores, and calms acne for sensitive and oily skin, and with deep exfoliation. So, ibig sabihin, guys, ang first stage, palagi yung tatandaan to ha, at ikaw din bilang isang consumer, ganito yung takbo ng utak natin. It is the psychology of marketing. So, number 1 is awareness. So, aware tayo. Ano pa ba yung mga ibang problema natin? Weight loss, di ba? We are aware that we are gaining weight. So, very effective sa atin yung mga email marketing na nagbibigay ng diet plans, ng mga meal plans, di ba? Mga supplements, ganyan. Yung mga how to lose this weight in 10 days, mga ganyan, or in 30 days. So these are all promotional emails that we'd love to hear from because we're aware of the problem. Ano pa? travel agency, you are aware of the problem that you want to get away. You want to have a vacation, pero hindi mo alam kung saan. Not necessarily problem, but the need of the customer. Do you get it? So yan. So the customers are aware of their problems, and then how you can do as an email marketer, you introduce your brand, like how you can solve their problem. Stage number 2 is consideration. Ang consideration is, customer is focused on searching for relevant products, solutions, and comparing products. How many of you here have bought something and then you compared apple to apple? If you're buying a laptop or a desktop, you compare this and you compare that. You compare the quality, you compare the price. For skincare products, 'di ba, ang daming skincare products, mga supplements, ganyan, mga vitamins. So we do compare each other. So this time, you send relevant emails as well to promote your product. Okay? So yung kanina, yung awareness, nagpo-promote ka ng product as well, but yung consumer, we're talking about the behavior not you, but the behavior of the consumer. Not the marketer, but the behavior of the consumer. So number 1, dapat aware. Stage number 1 is customer is aware of their problem. Number 2, nandun na siya sa consideration stage. Okay, so alam ko naman na meron akong problem sa acne. My consideration stage is, Bello ba? Ano ba yung mga skincare brands? Olay ba? O Ponds ba? Yan, mga ganyan, di ba? So, meron siyang mga YouTube reviews, ganyan. Alright, so you are going to send naman as a marketer, you're going to send your product for consideration. So this product, acne-free, blackhead removing scrub, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that is the consideration stage of the consumer. The third is, ready na siyang mag-purchase. So after being aware that this person has an acne, that this person has been presented brands to resolve the acne, finally, he's ready to purchase. So, encourage your customers to purchase your products by giving offers. So, dito na pumapasok yung mga promotional email, like discount 20%, Lazada birthday sale 10%, buy one take one, discount 50% off until, okay, lalagyan mo siya ng scarcity, hindi forever yung discount. Free shipping is valid until ganyan. Okay? So, papasok dito yung you will send consumer promotional email. The next journey of the customer is the retention. So, the customer already bought from you, right? It's already a win. But you don't stop there. You have to nurture your relationship with the customers to ensure that they remain loyal to your brand. I'll give you another example. Balik lang ako sa awareness. Okay, so awareness, for example, my brand of coffee, right? So I know as a consumer, for example, ako yung consumer, I know that as a consumer, yung 3-in-1 na iniinom ko na brand ay napakataas ng sugar. Okay? Kasi hindi pa siya ganun kasarap. So, I am aware of the problem, pero I am a coffee lover. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find other alternative to that coffee. And then I found Copify. Okay. Shameless plugging na, guys. Ayan. So, I am considering this product compared with the others. So, I'm going to compare the price. I am going to compare the ingredients. FDA approved ba yan? Which is yes. I am going to compare the testimonials of other people and yung taste ng coffee. Upon consideration, pinili ko yung Copify ni Coach CJ. So, I am going to purchase now. Now, I see that there is a running promotion, 20% off or whatever, or free shipping. I am going to avail that. Do I stop there as a marketer? Say, for example, bumili na yung customer sa akin. No, kasi yung product ko has a very high chance of repeat buyers kasi consumable siya. Nauubos yung coffee. So, there's likely that the consumer, if they like my product, bibili ulit sila. Diba? And there goes the retention. Nurture your relationship with them to ensure they remain loyal to your brand because you are competing with hundreds and thousands of brands out there. And you gotta make sure that they're loyal to you. How? You send an email to active customers only. So you reward people who are actively consuming your product. Sa skin acne din, o kaya, di ba minsan sa Lazada, we are given promotional emails. If you reach a certain amount, let's say for example sa SM, how are they doing it? SM Prestige, di ba? So, merong SM Advantage card, merong mas mataas yun na level, which is yung SM Prestige. Kapag naka 200,000, kaya ganun, I forgot na. Pero, that's an exclusive VIP. So, the customers would feel that they are being treated as a VIP. So, ang gagawin nila, they will remain loyal to your brand. They will keep on buying kasi they have that and they don't want to lose that perks or advantage from you. Nakukuha? So, that is the customer retention. Through email, how does it work? You can send promotional email to your active and loyal customers. So, that's retention. The last step is, o kaya kapag may pre-order, sorry, ayun. Kapag meron ka mga pre-order, mga bago kang lalabas ng mga exclusive sa brand mo, you email them. So they will feel like, oh my God, I'm a VIP. Okay? And the last step is the advocacy. When people are already promoting your product, sila na ngayon yung ambassador ng product mo. So, dalawa na kayong nagpo-promote. Maganda yung Copify, meron akong distributors na nag-advocate ng product ko, nagsimula lang sila sa user. Okay? So, ganun ka din. Send email to customers to promote your products. Example, halimbawa, meron kang advocacy about changing the environment, o kaya help us save the trees, mga ganyang advocacy mo. You send an email to them, and you can say that I am donating all the profits from the sales. If you are interested, buy a lip tint, o kaya buy a box of coffee, o kaya buy the skincare to help my advocacy because 100% of the profits will be donating to this charity event. So sila naman, they can also promote that so that a lot of people can buy, in return, help you with your advocacy. Okay? I hope that's clear. So once again, let's go ahead and recap. Awareness, consideration, purchase, retention, advocacy. Keep that in your mind, guys, because sa marketing, sa mga ibang topic natin about marketing, I am going to discuss that as well. Now you know the customer journey. Very good. You have to attack and send promotional marketing emails and mga social media posts and mga videos and anything, depende kung nasaan sa journey yung customer mo. Okay? Ayan. Kasi merong cold market, merong warm market. Okay, now let's go to the email marketing setup. So I'll discuss this with you guys. Identify the target audience, segmenting, creating campaigns, test your email before sending, send the campaign immediately or schedule a time and analyze your performance. I will discuss this with you each and every part. So this is how the email marketing setup. Punta na tayo dyan. Number 1 is identify target audience and create segments. So like I said, halimbawa, kung meron kang mga, if you are a dropshipping company, for example, and you have a lot of products that you are selling. So meron kang mga list, hindi mo paghahalu-haluin yung mga list na yon. You have a list of people who purchase the pillowcase, you have a list of people who purchase the skincare, and you have a list of people who purchase this kitchenware. Okay? So, yung email mo sa kitchenware, may promotional email ka dito, hindi mo yan isi-send dun sa mga bumili ng unan or ng pillowcase. Do you get my point? Unless papakilala mo yung ibang brand mo. Alright? So, but in email marketing, the power of this is that what they want to receive as a promotional email, yun lang yung marireceive nila. And that's done in the segmenting part. Okay? You can also watch other YouTube tutorials as a supplement for this and see how to segment audience in email marketing. Okay? So create segments and send emails according to the audience behavior and characteristics. Number 2, sa setup ng email marketing, you need to create campaigns and set an appropriate call to action. Never send an email na walang call to action. What is the email for? Unless parang friendly email lang siya na, hi, dumaan lang ako, hello. I usually do that sa community. Pero if you are a brand selling something, kahit hindi exactly like buy now. Kahit check this or read this vlog, watch this YouTube video, mga ganyan. Okay, follow me on Facebook. Yun, those are call to action. Pag sinabi natin call to action or CTA, palagi itong maririnig. Call to action or CTA is anything that you want your target audience to do after reading. For example, download my ebook, download this free report. You are making them do a specific action that's the reason why you are sending email. Okay? So, ano yung mga call to actions? Buy now, shop now, download this free report, send a message, book free consultation, inquire today, follow me on YouTube, subscribe on my YouTube channel, ganon. Okay? Laging may CTA. Lahat ng campaigns na gagawin natin. Number 3, test your emails before sending. Bago mo isend, sa halimbawa, you have 1,000 subscribers or 500 people on your email list. Before you send that to yourself first. Yung mga email company naman, yung mga software, meron doon, sasabihin niya sa'yo, send test email. Ibig sabihin, you click that first ha. Always, always send test email muna to yourself before you click the send to everybody. Para kasing binroadcast mo na yun eh. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, ang email marketing guys, I remember my mentor saying, what he likes about email marketing is that para kang nasa gitna ng stadium. Let's say, Araneta Coliseum, ganyan. And then, kapag malaking-malaki yung list mo, for example, you have 10,000 subscribers. So, pag click mo yung send now button, that email will automatically send to 10,000 people. So, para kang nagsasalita sa gitna ng isang Araneta Coliseum o kaya sa MOA Arena. Ganyan. So, paano pag mali yung may grammatical error o kaya basta may pangit dun sa email mo na kailangan baguhin, na-send mo na, 'di ba? Hindi mo na pwedeng bawiin 'yon. Walang recall 'yon. So what you do is check everything, look for error, spacing, grammatical error before you send it to your audience. Send email to yourself or another person to have like another pair of eyes. Lalo na kapag big deal sa'yo yung isi-send mo na email. Okay? Promotional email o kaya launching mo. Ganyan. Para at least kasi diba minsan may audience fatigue na para sa'yo walang mali. Pero kapag ka tinignan ng ibang tao yung sinend mo na email, doon may makikita pa rin silang error, 'di ba? Kasi ikaw yung gumawa so familiar ka dun sa content. So, minsan merong lapse na hindi mo napapansin. That's why you need another pair of eyes to check. Okay? So, number 4, after you already checked everything and ready to go, you have an option to send the campaign immediately or schedule a time. Meron doon scheduled post. Okay? Your CRM can also give you options like to send an email on exactly the same hour that they subscribe to you. Sometimes I do this, or the hour that will most likely that they will check your email depending on their behavior. Okay? I'm just giving you theories muna, and then later on we will check, and everything will make sense to you guys. Don't worry about that. Number 5, you also have to analyze your performance. Ito na yung open rate na sinasabi ko kanina, yung CTR rate, yung response, and optimize your campaign. So, some tips. Don't send an email on Friday night because a lot of people are looking forward to weekends. Pahinga na 'di ba? Parang day off na. So, hindi na sila usually nag-check ng email. This is just a general rule in email marketing that I also got from my mentors. And this is the practice that the email marketers are doing. So they're not in the mood to check emails anymore. Don't also send emails on Monday morning kasi parang they're cramming or kagagaling lang sa sa weekend, may parang may hype pa ng party ganyan. So usually we send like Tuesday morning or afternoon or Thursday. But you check the performance as well, okay? Always do testing and see what works for your audience better. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss. Pakita ko lang muna sa inyo bago tayo tumuloy dito sa mga key metrics. So, kasi di ba puro theory yung binibigay ko sa inyo kanina. So, I have two examples here. I am using GetResponse and I am also using Mailchimp. Ito, dati ko tong ginamit, pero ngayon hindi ko na siya ulit nagamit. So, binuksan ko lang to ulit, but at this time, that I am recording this, I am using GetResponse. There are other software as well. They're like ActiveCampaign, mga ganyan. So this is an example of it. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. You can have an audience. So there are lists. So on this particular email example that I have with you, I have 838 contacts. These people subscribed to what I asked them to last time for a promotional email. Ayan, so ito yung kay Fibo, 530 people yung nag-subscribe dito sa email list ko. Now, you can create here. This is Mailchimp. If you're not aware or familiar with Mailchimp, ganito siya. So sa Mailchimp, you can actually create a lot of things. You can create an email, you can create automation, landing page, and whatnot. You can create social media forms and surveys. Now, sa email, so you can create regular, plain. Okay, so just go ahead and play around with it. Tapos meron din silang mga template dito. Let's see. Okay, so we can also create campaigns. Ito yung mga automation. So halimbawa, gagawa ako ng email, guys. So email, plain text. Testing email. Yan. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na segmenting sa inyo. So, I have 799 here. You can segment or tag them. Let's say, for example, atong off na to, lahat to, for example lang ha, nag-subscribe to sa iba't ibang mga promotional emails ko. Ngayon, I can also segment or tag, pipiliin ko lang na ang masasandan ko nito, yung mga taong hindi pa bumibili. For example, kasi itong off subscribers na to, ang ginawa namin dito, I partnered with Fibo Lim, one of my good friends. So nag-affiliate marketing ako sa kanila and I landed number 3 sa list sa best marketers nila. Thank you, Fibo. Yan, so meron akong 799. What if I will be creating another email marketing for those people who haven't purchased the masterclass na ino-offer ni Fibo? I can do segmenting or I can do a group or new segment for that. Okay, so it's an advance. Please learn it as well. We have a guest expert who can help us with this. So for now, I'll go with the entire audience. What happened? Save and exit. Wait. Ayan. Next. Okay, so ito siya. So gagawan ko siya, for example, email subject. Subject is the most important part of the email. Okay, kasi ito yung makikita nila kapag ka nagbubukas sila ng email. Let's say, for example, 50% off. Sample lang you want to proceed. Okay, so ito naman, preview text. Hey, the offer is about to expire. Okay, so ano yung name mo na makikita nila? Tapos, from what email address? Tracking. So, just go ahead and read this along if you want to track kung ano yung mga gusto mong i-track. So, halimbawa, may mga link ka na ibibigay sa kanila. May mga e-commerce link, ganyan. So, para makita mo doon natin may compute yung open rate. Okay? So, ayan. So, ito siya. Now you can do, so, ito yung sa baba, no? Tapos, you can do Content Studio. Ayan. My files, you can upload, you can add your logo, your products here. Let's see. Ito yung image na ginawa namin ni Fibo. Parang in-offer ko sa kanila yung free ebook ko if you will be subscribing to Fibo's. Okay. Merge, tag sheet. Okay, no. Okay, enter. Hello. This is a test email. So, for example lang, para hindi tayo maubusan ng oras. Okay, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na preview and test. Bago mo siya i-send dun sa 799, you preview and test muna. Okay, send a test email, push to mobile, tapos check mo yung social cards. When you're ready, save, tapos if you click on next, baka kasi masend, so I'm very careful. Ayan. Ayan, so dito sasabihin niya sa'yo, you are all set to send. Ito yung audience mo, ito yung subject line. If you want to edit something, you can go ahead and go back. Okay? And then schedule, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, pwede mong i-schedule. Let's say for example, ginawa mo siya ng madaling araw ngayon, halimbawa lang. Siyempre, pag sinend mo to ngayon, automatic madaling araw to masasend sa customer. So what you can do is click on schedule. Kailan mo siya gustong ibigay? Kailan yung delivery date niya? So, send a specific time. So, kailangan naka-ano ka dito, naka-free account lang kasi ako dito. So, you need to upgrade the plan in order for you to do that. Yan. Okay? So, you can do that. And then, you can also create on send now. So, ganito gumawa ng email. So, sample lang yon. Pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung paano gumawa. Now, you can, marami tayong pwedeng gawin dito. Now, you can see here that dito sa recipe na to, kasi marami tong campaign na ginawa ko. Let's see all campaign. Untitled. Okay, so ito, napansin nyo, mataas yung aking mga open rate. So, ito, sinend ko to, 511 recipients, so 500 yung naka-receive, 204 yung open, tapos yung click. So, meron kasi itong ebook na kasama. So, makikita ko dito, matatrack ko dito kung ilan yung nag-open. Ito, 51%, 40%, 51%. So, that's a lot. Mataas yung open rate ko. Hindi, maganda yung kung 100% open rate, di ba? Parang, wow, that's really amazing. Pero, let's say, for example, our guest expert, we will ask him, ano yung standard na open rate. But that's what I want you to know. You can click on view report sa Mailchimp. Okay? Kung, let's actually click this one. Tingnan natin. So, bibigyan ka ni Mailchimp ng report kung ano yung, ayan, kagaya niyan. Out of 511, 204 yung nag-open nung email ko, tapos 49 of them nag-click nung link na nandun sa loob ng email. Okay? Tapos, 5 yung nag-unsubscribe, 1 yung bounce. Now, for example, meron kang 5 na nag-unsubscribe. Ibig sabihin nito, sila yung mga nag-check out, like, I don't want to receive another email. Nung una, when I was first timer sa email marketing, medyo nasasaktan ako kapag merong nag-unsubscribe kasi feeling ko I was rejected. Feeling ko like parang hindi nila gusto yung content ko, ganyan. But, ngayon, I learned that unsubscribes are also good. So, kung ikaw ay email marketer, tapos nakakita ka ng mga unsubscribes, be happy. You know why? Kasi nafi-filter mo yung audience mo. Not everybody will like us. Not everybody will approve of you. There will be some people who just don't want to receive your content, and that is okay. Ibig sabihin, you're giving and you're getting enough more room for people na gusto kang marinig, na mas gusto ka nilang pakinggan through email. And these 5 people, they should be out. Para kasing okay yon, kesa naman magkaroon ka ng mga, nagsasayang ka ng list, pero hindi naman sila talaga nakikinig sa'yo. You get my point? So just let them be. Okay? Just a side note there. It's good to have unsubscribed kasi you can filter the quality of your audience. Quality versus quantity. Alright? So, ayan. So, marami akong mga email na sinend before. Actually, hindi ko na nagagamit yung Mailchimp. Nandito ako ngayon sa GetResponse. Ito naman, isa sa mga email ko na for my ebook. Ayan. So, napapansin nyo dito. Yung iba kasi dito, walang open rate, walang click rate kasi hindi ko siya nilagyan ng link. Parang plain, tawag dito, plain email lang. So, according to GetResponse back then, I hope I'm not boring you guys. According to them, kapag walang link yon, hindi siya HTML, hindi nila natatrack. Pero, so, ang ginawa ko, ginawan ko na siya ng HTML way, ganyan. But, you will learn all that. I'm sorry if I'm getting geeky and detailed now. Ngayon, ang open rate naman nito, ng isang email na sinend ko is about 24%. Pataas pa rin yan. Okay? Very good pa rin yan. So, ayan, makikita natin dito yung mga performance, 99% delivery, 24%, walang masyadong mababa lang yung unsubscribe rate. Yan. So, ito yung mga data. So, going back to our presentation, I hope nakikita nyo. So, yun yung mga perfect example. So, balikan ko lang, no? Balikan lang natin yung ating, yan. So, create campaign. Meron kang segmenting audience. Nakita nyo kanina kung paano yung segmenting. Tapos, create a campaign. Yun yung paggawa ng campaign. Yung ginawa kong example kanina sa Mailchimp. Ganyan. Ibig sabihin, you're going to send an email. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng create a campaign. Okay? So, you can create a regular email. You can create landing pages. Okay? So, are you familiar with this? So, ayan. Add from, save, tapos, ito pala, dito ka rin pwedeng gumawa ng ng email sa side nito ng, okay. Save. Ulitin ko lang. Ganyan. Kasi ito naman yung content. Actually, meron akong hinahanap eh. Wait lang ha. Ayan. So, pwede kang gumawa ng mga basic one column. Usually, I go with simple text. Parang love letter type. Text lang. Walang masyadong image. Ganyan. Yan. Ito yung hinahanap ko kanina. It's been a while kasi na ginamit ko yung Mailchimp. Nandun kasi ako sa GetResponse. Okay, so ayan. So, you can test it. You can click on this. And then you can click this. Testing email. Hello, hello. Yan. Okay, design your email. Skip this message. Hi, hi, hi. Tapos preview, you can send a test email and then you can click on continue kagaya kanina. Okay, so ganun gumawa ng campaign. Yan. Okay, so let's not send it. Baka magulat yung 500. Ano to? Ganyan. Okay, so this is the open rate. This is the click per unique open. Ayan. Okay, so yon. Create a campaign. Proper call to action. Enroll now. Ganun yung ginawa namin ni Fibo. Download this ebook. Enroll now. Ganyan. So, test before you send your email. Send campaigns immediately or schedule a time. Nakita nyo yun kanina, di ba? So, pag sinabi mong send immediately, automatically, kapag kinlik mo yung send, parang text yon, marireceive na yun agad. Kapag sinabi mong schedule a time, kung ano yung oras na sinend mo na schedule, dun isa-send ni Mailchimp o kaya ni anumang software yung gamit mo. Tapos analyze performance, pinakita ko sa inyo yung open rate, yung CTR, yung response rate, and yung response hindi ko dito nakita kasi may link na didiretso kay Fibo nun. Si Fibo ang nakakakita ng response rate kung ilan yung nag-purchase, ganyan. Okay? So, ayan yung mga tips na iniwan natin kanina. Reviewin nyo to, guys. Ha, kung medyo nalilito kayo. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss some of the key metrics. Alright. Number 1 is the open rate. Ang ibig sabihin ng open rate, it is the percentage of the total number of recipients who opened an email campaign. Ibig sabihin, ilan yung tao na nagbukas ng email mo. Okay? So, halimbawa, may email ka, kinlik niya. Ilan yon? Ganon. Okay. So, para malaman mo yung open rate, di ba kanina, balikan natin ha. Ito, meron tayong open rate na 39.9%. Dito naman, 24.98%. So, paano kino-compute yung mga yan na nakita nyong mga data? Ito siya. Okay? So, emails opened. email sent minus ilan yung nag-bounce, ibig sabihin tumalbog yung email, hindi nila talaga na-receive. Okay, emails open divided by email sent minus email bounce. So, halimbawa, meron kang 102 emails na sinend. Dalawa yung nag-bounce. I'm making this very simple math, guys, because I'm not really that good with math as well. But also to make it easier for you. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa yung nag-bounce sa 102 emails. 100 email yung nasend mo. Sa 100 email, 65 na tao yung nagbukas ng email. That's 65% open rate. Nakuha? Madali lang, di ba? So, yun ang computation ng open rate. So, pag nagtatanong ka sa client, what's your current open rate right now? Sasabihin nila sa'yo, ganun mag-compute. Pag hindi nila alam, like, I don't know how to compute. So, pwede mo nang sabihin yan. Okay, ganito mag-compute. Okay, pabibo ka na ngayon. Yan, okay. Sa click-through rate, ano naman yung click-through rate? Now, iba yung open rate, iba yung click-through rate. Ang ibig sabihin ng click-through rate, it's the percentage of recipients that have clicked on the call to action on your email. Iba yung nagbukas ng email. Sa loob ng email na sinend ko sa inyo, meron dong link. Napapansin nyo ba yon sa mga nagsisend sa inyo ng promotional email? Okay, si Lazada, nag-send ng email. Binuksan mo yung email ni Lazada. That's open rate. Pag kinlik mo yung link sa loob ng email ni Lazada, that's your CTR or click-through rate. That's a different na i-compute. Binibilang natin ngayon ilan yung nag-click ng link kasi yun talaga yung gusto natin. 'Di ba? Syempre, bago mo maklik yung link, dapat na-capture mo yung attention niya dun sa subject line mo, dun sa headline mo, dun sa email mo. Hindi niya naman mabubuksan yung link na yon kung hindi mo na-grab yung attention niya in the first place. Nakukuha? That's why subject line are very important. Now, yung click-through rate, ang computation naman ito is number of click-throughs divided by the number of email that's delivered. So, for example, email delivers are 100. 35 yung nag-click nung link mo, ibig sabihin, you have a 35% CTR. Alright, so response rate. Meron bang click-through rate yung kanina? Ito kasing sa email wala kasi wala akong masyadong link na sinend dito. These are all straight out nurturing email. Okay, total clicks is 89. Clicks per unique open is 24%. Okay. Alright. Okay. Next, this is what we call the response rate. Response rate is the percentage of the recipients who clicked on the link. Ito na yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. Kinlik niya yung link at ginawa niya yung action. Kasi pag halimbawa, nagbebenta si Lazada, kinlik mo yung link. Halimbawa, Procter & Gamble, P&G, kinlik yung link. Diba? Tapos tiningnan mo, hindi ka naman bumili, hindi pa rin successful yung concern nung marketer kasi ang gusto niya at the end of the day bumili ka, 'di ba? Kaya nga niya sinend yung email na yon. So response rate ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. The number of actions taken divided by the number of emails delivered. So for example, out of 100 emails, 35 yung nag-click ng link pero 15 lang yung bumili ng product. So 15 divided by 100 is 15%. So, that's a 15% response rate. Okay? So, ganun mag-compute. Ngayon, balikan lang natin, ano ba yung benefits of email marketing? Cost-effective, time-saving, real-time marketing, less intrusive, builds credibility. Okay, let's discuss all that now. Number one, it's cost-effective. You will only pay based on the number of subscribers that you have. Okay? So, ako naka-free ako din sa MailChimp. Meron silang certain limit. So, halimbawa, meron kang 2,000 na subscriber. Hanggat okay lang yun. Parang meron silang free account. If your subscribers are about 2,000 below, you are free. For example, kapag yung subscriber list mo umakyat na ng 5,000, you will get a charge na. Parang yun na yung bayad. So, ganun lang siya ka-mura. Kasi hindi ka magbabayad like ng ad spend or mataas agad. Depende sa number of subscribers. Siyempre, gusto natin yung marami tayong subscribers para mas marami yung chance natin na makapag-market sa tao. Okay? So, syempre, kapag mataas na yung number of subscribers mo, you get the chance to market to a lot of people, and you get the chance to also get a lot of money. So, yun yung habol natin. Okay? Next is time saving siya. Napansin nyo kanina kung paano ako gumawa ng email, di ba? Mabilis lang. Ganun lang gumawa ng campaign. Hindi siya sobrang komplikado. It's easy to create for as long as you know who your audience is. Number 3, it's real-time marketing. Pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, if I click that send button, masasend yung email na ginawa natin kaninang test email, right? So, if ever that you need an immediate message to your consumer, you just click on that send button, the broadcast email. It will broadcast whatever you want to say to these people. It's less intrusive because you can also customize your emails. We can address them by their first name. How many of you here have seen an email that says hello and then your first name? Diba? They're addressing you like that. Sometimes it captures your attention, diba? Kasi tinawag ka niya by name eh. So yun. It's less intrusive because we can be personal on the email that we send. It also builds credibility. We can offer exclusive offers and connect to the people using stories. You can make kwento like that. Okay, and also it increases visibility and brand awareness kasi syempre, kapag lagi kang nagsasend ng email dun sa client regularly and consistently, palaging may brand recall yon. Naaalala ka niya na, si ano to, si CJ to. Ito yung company like this, company ABC, si Adidas laging nagsasend ng email, si Lazada. So, lagi kanyang natatandaan. Remember, you have to nurture your email kasi habang hindi ka nagsasend ng email, sa dami ng promotional email and thus the attention span of people right now is very, very low na, 'di ba? Due to social media. Ang daming mga distraction. So, kapag hindi ka nag-send ng email, like once in a blue moon ka lang mag-send kung kailan mo lang gusto, the tendency is makakalimutan ka nung subscribers mo. So, you always communicate with them. Get in touch with them. And that's how you increase your brand awareness. Easy to track ROI. Naipakita ko sa inyo kanina. Bibigyan ka nung software mismo kung ano yung open rate mo, ano yung CTR mo. Okay, now, we are going to talk about A/B testing. I am going to pause this video because it's running 1 hour now. I'd like to just, wiggle and pause muna, and then I will continue on the next video. I hope that this video serves as an inspiration to you na you can do email marketing and it's very easy. I will see you on the next video talking about A/B testing or how powerful split testing is. Okay? So, I'll see you on the next video. Abangan nyo yan. Panoorin diretso, okay?